Welcome to the Secure the Perimeter podcast.
Welcome to the Secure the Perimeter podcast, where we bring real-life tactics and techniques to you regarding faith and business and just different topics in life. Today, we're going to be going off script a little bit, and we're going to be talking about forgiveness. Yes, forgiveness. How does this relate to business? It relates a lot. I'm going to share a story with you guys that happened to me most recently with a vendor that we do business with. The vendor was hired by us to make a product, and there were just a few, or I would even say a couple minor discrepancies with the product. And we had communicated a message to the customer, and we let them know, or the vendor, and let them know that there were a couple of minor discrepancies. Not a big deal, just made point of it. And next thing you know, the manager of the vendor shows up and digs into the situation, and to me, kind of took it out of context a little bit, and more or less reprimanded the representative, our vendor's rep that relates with us and deals with us. I took it a point to make a phone call to the manager to let the manager know that I think it was a little bit taken out of context. And the reason why I'm sharing this story with you, although I won't give names or details about the situation, it's because I want to teach you guys something that relates and pertains a lot to business and how forgiveness applies not only in your personal life but also in business as a business owner. But the manager was adamant about, going to make it right, and these discrepancies are going to be fixed, and they're going to be out here tomorrow, and they're going to fix, they're going to be out the next day, and they're going to fix this situation. And I declined because I said, but I think you're taking it a little bit out of context. And I said I would even go so far as to say that your rep, our rep, is doing a phenomenal job. And I would even go a little bit further to encourage you to give this vendor's rep some positive recognition. And as long as this account manager is assigned to us, we will always do business with you guys because of the job that this rep is doing. They're Johnny on the spot, and you just can't buy that anymore in business or even in life. I mean, for people to be Johnny on the spot, it's hard to find these days, and I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So while this manager was reprimanding the vendor's rep, our account manager, I basically inclined for this manager to forgive because it was really a minor thing. And it's important that we do that. And listen, I've been highly critical of people since I've been in business, but I've learned in business that it's easier and faster to forgive than it is to reprimand and be critical with people, because you're not going to win friends by being too critical and be a condescending jerk. You're just not going to have a lot of friends, and you're not going to have a lot of good relationships. Vendors are not going to want to work with you. Customers are going to be sour. Customers are going to go away. They're not going to want to do business with you. So listen, there is real applicability with Ephesians 4:32, where Christ says to be kind and tenderhearted toward people and forgive people just as Christ and just as God through Christ forgave us. These are principles that literally work. And there's a lot of context in this. Forgive fast and don't be too critical about things. Stuff is going to happen every day. You're going to go through battles every day. There are going to be situations that pop up. Forgive fast. Let it go. Cut the boat from the dock, because it's going to work in your business. It's going to work in your life. And I'm here to tell you, you're going to hear a lot of people online that are these, business gurus and experts, and sometimes I regard these as false prophets, people just giving false information to other people who are business owners about how to run their business. And you got to be stoic, and you've got to be critical, and you've got to be very definitive, and you've got to be very hard on people. It's all wrong. It's all garbage. And honestly, people that give that kind of advice to you, run from them fast, because it's bad advice. And I would call them out on that, because it doesn't work. It's a lie. When you're critical with people, you don't make friends. You don't get people that are on your side. In fact, you get people that are very resistant toward doing business with you, and it's not good for your business, especially if you're the CEO, especially if you're the leader of that organization, if you're the manager of that group or department. Don't be too critical with people. Be the opposite. Forgive people fast. You have an employee that makes a mistake, forgive them fast. Now, obviously, if they're repeat offenders, it's a whole different animal. You know, you got to document things and change the course of direction for them. But when people make mistakes, forgive them fast, and really forgive them. Cut it loose. Stop harboring all this negativity, in your soul toward people who do something bad or wrong. Now, how many times are we supposed to forgive? Christ says 7 times 70, right? There's a lot of forgiveness that goes around. But the reality is Christ trying to say you got to come back and forgive them, for the same offense over and over again? It's not necessarily what he's saying. He's just saying forgive them a lot, because we're all debauched in our lives, and we all make mistakes, and we all do bad things. But forgive fast. It's healthy for your business. Again, kind of went off script today to talk about this. I think it's important. I think it's imperative. If you're a business owner, if you're a parent, if you're someone who has any kind of leadership authority in your life at all whatsoever, maybe you're a council member, maybe you're a trustee, forgive people, because it's just a better way of life. It's a better way to go. And honestly, I've talked about this in past podcasts. Forgive people because it's too much to harbor on your soul. It's too much to carry around. It's too much of a debt burden to carry around on your soul, to have, negative feelings or negative energy toward people. It's not worth it, man. Cut the boat from the dock and let it go. Forgive people and just move on. You don't have to make the same mistake twice. Definitely that's not what I'm encouraging, but I'm encouraging you to forgive people, and don't be too critical on your team, on your customers, on your vendors, because you're gonna have a hard way to go if you do. It's gonna be an uphill battle for you in your business every day, all day. So believe in the words of the Bible, especially in areas that relate to us in the here and now, which is 99% of the Bible. It's all applicable toward life. So if you're out there and you're being critical with people, just change the course of direction. Take this exercise, do this thing for me, do an exercise, and just forgive people and cut it loose and let it go. It's good for your business. It's good for your life. It's good for your personal relationships with people, whether you're a business owner or you're just an employee. Forgive people. Forgive your colleagues. Somebody makes a mistake or a colleague does something wrong toward you. Forgive them and cut the boat from the dock. So I appreciate you guys tuning in to the Secure the Perimeter podcast. We got more content coming next week, and really look forward to hearing all your comments down below. So thanks a lot.